This section's a bit tricky for the A graders. Obviously not for Lewis Nolan. There you see young Alex Nolan following the drink. Ah, brilliant work there from Lewis Nolan. The first person that we've seen make it over there today.
No, he's done it once before. Just now.
These two young boys are competing for the state championship, and they're brothers. If it was my brother, I'd be telling him the wrong way to go.
Well, you've seen the boys go around on their trials bikes, and we're in the private training track for the Price boys. Neil, you just want to run us through the bike and explain how they work and what's different between a normal motorcycle, because they're not exactly the same as a normal motorcycle.
No, whilst in the basic makeup of the bike, they are very similar to your normal motocross or enduro bike. They are quite unique. They're extremely lightweight and they're built specifically for trials. Like all bikes, they've got a 6-speed gearbox, a normal 6-plate clutch, so it's like your normal bike. There's no fancy centrifugal clutches. People sometimes think there's something unique about the clutch, but other than that, they're basically a 2-stroke motorcycle. This one is a 290. They come in various levels, starting from about 50cc through to 290 to 300cc. There's 125s, 200s, 250s for the juniors as they come up through the levels. The bikes are extremely lightweight. They weigh around the 70 kilo mark. There's a few fluctuations in weight, 2 or 3 kilos either way, but they're all around the 70 kilo mark. They're all built of aluminium. They've got a very small fuel tank, and the general weight of the bike is very low and back towards the foot pegs. That allows us to ride on the back wheel like we do. They're water cooled. It's a hydraulic operated clutch. They've got a very, very short suspension stroke, because when you're riding you need to use the full stroke of the suspension to get lift, to get as much traction and drive as you possibly can. They're very, very low geared. They're like tractors, and when we're actually riding, doing genuine trials, we only really use the bottom 4 gears, and then 5th and 6th is kind of an overdrive for in between the obstacles sections. So yeah, to get there quickly. So
I've noticed the tyre pressures are really low. Like normal bikes, you run around the 25 to 32, around there. So what sort of tyre pressures are you running in these?
In the rear, which is the most important for traction, we can go, depending on the rider's weight, you'll go as low as 3 pound.
Rightio.
So it's almost nothing in the tyre. In wet conditions, you go right down low to like 3 pound. Nothing more than 5 in the rear, and we run 6.5 constantly in the front. It's always 6.5 pounds. So they're an extremely soft compound tyre. The tyre is like really extremely grippy, but also they wear a bit quicker because of that.
You don't see these in a normal motorcycle shop. Where would you actually purchase one of these?
The best way to get a hold of them is to either hop online to Trials Australia or our website, which is www.beta.id.au. We're the West Australian beta and gas dealers.
Okay, so that's why you've got this training track here. And
yeah, basically yes. You've got to get into the local scene, meet the people, and like speak to the clubs to get a hold of it, because Trials at the moment is unfortunately quite small, so we've kind of got to support ourselves.
For someone to get started, what's it going to cost them?
A brand new bike, which is not what a starter needs, but brand new, worst case scenario, you're looking at $10,000. Just under, about $9,500 to $9,800.
That's a current 2010 model.
Yeah, that's the brand new model. And Trials, unlike many other sports, you don't need to do big modifications. The bike as is all you need. It's not like motocross where you need revalving, completely redo it, new exhaust systems and whatnot. But you can start from as low as probably $800 for an old twin shock.
Rightio.
And there's any price range in between there. So
an $800 one will do the same job as something like this?
Yeah, not quite the same job as this, but but to get started in the sport, you basically just need ankle protecting boots, long pants, helmet, Motorcycling Australia license, and your club membership.